Breaking news out of Moderna on the COVID-19 vaccine front. Let's get right to Yahoo Finance healthcare reporter Anjalee Khemlani. Anjalee.
Thanks, Brian. We learned from Moderna this morning that they finally started their pediatric trial, and that's going to be testing the vaccine in ages 6 months to less than 12 years. They're expecting about 6,750 participants in total once they finish enrolling, but the first participants have been dosed. Now, they're doing this in two different parts. First, they're testing the safety of the vaccine in ages 6 months to about 2 years, and then a second cohort of 2 years to the less than 12 years old. And then they're also going to do and this is an open label trial, so that means the participants will know that they're getting the vaccine. The second part of this trial is going to be a double-blind trial, and we know that that's sort of the gold standard, of testing these vaccines. So it's going to take some time, but we already know, that these the vaccine companies are going to be testing it and hoping to get out and rolling out by fall this year.
All right, Anjalee, let's turn our attention now overseas and what's happening with the AstraZeneca vaccine and a number of European countries stopping distribution of the vaccine. We're just seeing headlines that the EMA, European Medicines Agency, will rule on that. They'll reach a conclusion, I guess, on Thursday. What do we know right now with regards to the safety of AstraZeneca, and what is the tension right now? It seems from my reading that there is quite a bit of tension between what the scientific community is saying and the political community is saying. I'm curious if that is indeed correct.
That would be about the way that you could characterize it. Right now, we've seen that scientists have from the very beginning discussed how there can be side effects. We recall when the FDA was reviewing, the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines, the discussion about Bell's palsy, which is another reaction that had been documented. And scientists are saying largely that the number of instances that has occurred is in line with what they would expect normally in the real world. It's not out of whack. So, for example, Germany saw 7 cases of those blood clots. That is the safety concern right now, out of more than 1 million doses, I think nearing 2 million. And so that really tells you sort of the story of what they're looking at in terms of statistically the occurrence of these. And that's where you have World Health Organization, scientists like Dr. Soumya Swaminathan saying, do not panic. This is not an issue. We know that the World Health Organization is holding its usual discussion with European leaders, health officials today in about an hour. And so we're likely to get a little bit more clarity as well. So yes, while right now we've seen several countries get on board with this halt or the suspension, largely in Europe, we also have seen it take place in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Thailand, as well as several other countries. On the flip side, we do know that this is not the first time that AstraZeneca has hit a hurdle. We know that the elderly population was also of concern. Countries like France and Germany earlier on, who had actually up until a few days ago been supporting and defending the vaccine, had also previously halted using the vaccine in elderly people with the concerns of some safety issues. But we have today news from Canada saying that they're going to open up those vaccines to 65 and older after already allowing the vaccine to be used in the population last month. So a lot going on right now to keep track of, but definitely going to keep our eyes focused on that. And I'll bring you the updates as I know more.
All right, a lot indeed. Anjalee Khemlani, thanks so much.